walk-off. When you see just the offense limited in back-to-back games, what do you kind of take away from where you see things are at right now?
I think if you're not going to, put up crooked numbers and, clicking on all cylinders, you got to be good situationally. And we were not good at all tonight situationally. And so that's what it comes down to. So, you have a chance to catch a lead early in the first inning and stress them, and you let them off the hook, and then you have a chance in the eighth inning and you do the same thing. And, and then in between all that, there's nothing going on. So when you do get opportunities, you got to be good situation. That's just the bottom line.
What did you see from Shohei today, just kind of how he navigated through the lineup?
I thought it was a navigation. I don't think he felt completely in sync. There was a lot of misfires and bad misses. It was probably with him, delivery situation. But for him to find a way to still, navigate 6 innings and then give up 2 runs, we should win the game. So I give him a lot of credit.
The situational advantage, you feel like some of them got too aggressive, especially with some of the early count?
Yeah, too aggressive. You're not hitting your pitch. In both situations, I think, when we had chances, the infield's in, it's a ball to the outfield. And so I think that, hitting is hard, certainly, but we have to have a better plan. You have to have a plan with guys in scoring position. You do. Yeah.
Was there anything that you felt Junk was doing particularly well, or was part of it that you were beating yourselves sometimes?
Haven't seen him, so there's no familiarity. So I think that certainly, works in the pitcher's favor. Got to give him credit because he did make pitches. He sequenced well. There was a breaking ball in there, the changeup, the fastball had life to it. But I think a little bit of that was we just had no familiarity. But yeah, you got to give him credit though.
Do you guys kind of figure out like Ohtani's usage plan going forward? Like how much will the performance of the lineup on the nights he's not in there kind of factor into what you guys do with that?
I don't think that is going to play in my math. I think the main thing is to do right by Shohei. And so even without him tonight in the lineup, we should have won the game. So, so I feel good about it. I do the same thing again.
What explanation did you get on the call? Did Sean Brown for Dalton?
Dalton called timeout. And I just saw the replay. He called timeout, and he said it twice. And so I just think the umpire didn't hear it clearly. I know he wasn't just trying to blatantly, do wrong by Dalton, but I just don't think he heard it. But I did see a head nod too. So you assume that he heard it and acknowledged, but clearly he didn't.
Were you surprised at his reaction?
Whose reaction?
Dalton.
No, I wasn't surprised. He was upset because he called timeout.
On Shohei pitching, he was kind of touching his neck, like tightness or something.
You know what? I haven't talked to the trainer tonight, so I don't know if there was his neck was tight or sore, and that could have led into some of the misfires. I'm not sure.
So this time, when did you tell him he's not hitting today?
2 days ago.
After the game?
After the game the other day, yeah.